Shelby Thornberg. A name whispered in hushed tones, forever etched in the annals of unsolved mysteries. Born and raised amidst the sun-kissed beaches of Southern California, Shelby possessed a vibrance that belied a troubled past. Despite facing personal hardships, Shelby blossomed into a bright, compassionate young woman. Her determination shone through in her academic pursuits and her unwavering loyalty to friends and family. Life, however, held unforeseen turns, leading Shelby down a path that would forever alter her destiny. The world of high-end escorting is often misconstrued, a tapestry woven from whispered rumors and salacious headlines. For some, it's a realm of fleeting encounters, luxurious indulgences, and a dangerous dance with the elite. For others like Shelby, it becomes a double-edged sword, offering financial security and a semblance of control while navigating a treacherous landscape. Shelby's foray into this clandestine world was driven by a desire for a better life, a life free from the constraints of her past. The allure of quick money and access to a privileged world can be intoxicating, especially for those seeking escape or a chance to rewrite their destinies. Shelby maintained a strict separation between her personal life and her work, clinging to the hope of a future where she could leave it all behind. Within the confines of her secret life, Shelby adopted a pseudonym, a shield to protect her true identity and safeguard her loved ones from the stigma attached to her work. She moved within a circle of other women who, like her, sought refuge and financial independence in the shadows. It was within this clandestine sisterhood that Shelby found solace and support, a glimmer of light in an otherwise dark and unforgiving world. The night of June 15, 2019, began like any other in the bustling city of Los Angeles. Unbeknownst to Shelby, this seemingly ordinary night would mark a chilling turning point, forever etching her name in the city's grim tapestry of unsolved mysteries. Shelby had accepted an appointment, a seemingly routine engagement that promised a hefty sum and little cause for concern. She meticulously prepared, adhering to her usual safety protocols, texting the address to a trusted friend, a lifeline in case of an emergency. Her last known communication was a text message sent at 11:38 p.m., confirming her arrival at a luxurious high-rise apartment building in Century City. The message was brief, devoid of any hint of danger or distress. Hours turned into an agonizing silence, the unanswered messages and calls amplifying the growing fear among her friends. They desperately reached out, their concern escalating with each unanswered plea. Shelby, known for her punctuality and adherence to their safety pact, had vanished without a trace. Days melted into weeks, each passing moment deepening the mystery surrounding Shelby's disappearance. The investigation into Shelby Thornberg's disappearance was plagued by a series of missteps and oversights, a testament to the often indifferent attitude towards crimes involving sex workers. The police, burdened by a backlog of cases and desensitized to the city's underbelly, failed to recognize the red flags that hinted at something far more sinister than a voluntary disappearance. Precious time, crucial in the critical hours following a disappearance, was squandered as leads grew cold and potential witnesses slipped through the cracks. The police department's dismissive attitude towards the case, fueled by prejudice and a lack of understanding of the complexities of the escort world, created a wall of silence and mistrust. Shelby's friends, desperate for answers, were met with skepticism and indifference, their concerns dismissed as the overreactions of a community they deemed irrelevant. The fear of judgment and potential legal ramifications prevented key witnesses from coming forward, creating a web of silence that shielded the truth. As days turned into weeks, the trail ran colder, and the hope of finding Shelby alive dwindled with each passing moment. The disappearance of Shelby Thornberg sent shockwaves through her circle of friends and family, leaving behind a void that echoed with unanswered questions and unbearable grief. Those who knew Shelby best refused to believe that she had simply vanished, clinging to the hope that she would soon resurface, her infectious laughter once again filling their lives. Her family, grappling with the agonizing uncertainty of her fate, channeled their grief into a relentless pursuit of justice. They organized vigils, plastered missing person posters across the city, and tirelessly campaigned on social media, determined to keep Shelby's memory alive and plead for any information that could lead to her whereabouts. Her friends, united in their grief and outrage, became amateur sleuths, retracing her steps, scrutinizing her online presence, and relentlessly pursuing any shred of evidence that the police had overlooked. The impact of Shelby's disappearance extended beyond her immediate circle, shaking the very foundation of the escort community in Los Angeles. In the aftermath of Shelby's disappearance, a wall of silence descended upon the case, fueled by fear, speculation, and a concerted effort to suppress the truth. Rumors swirled within the affluent circles that Shelby had moved within, whispers of powerful individuals with vested interests in keeping her disappearance under wraps. The police, hampered by a lack of cooperation from potential witnesses and a reluctance to delve into the city's elite underbelly, struggled to separate fact from fiction. The investigation was further complicated by a proliferation of misinformation and online speculation. Social media, both a boon and a bane in such cases, became a breeding ground for conspiracy theories and unsubstantiated claims. The silence surrounding the case extended to the media, initially hesitant to cover the story of a missing escort, fearing it lacked the sensationalism or relatability of other high-profile disappearances. Despite the passage of time, the fight for justice for Shelby Thornberg continues, fueled by the unwavering dedication of her loved ones and a growing chorus of supporters demanding answers. Her family, refusing to let her memory fade, has become a beacon of hope and resilience, transforming their grief into a relentless pursuit of the truth. They have tirelessly campaigned for law enforcement to prioritize the case, urging them to re-examine evidence, pursue new leads, and hold accountable those responsible for Shelby's disappearance. Their unwavering commitment has led to the formation of the Shelby Thornberg Foundation, a nonprofit organization dedicated to advocating for victims of crimes within the escort community and pushing for reforms within law enforcement to ensure such cases are handled with the sensitivity and diligence they deserve. The fight for Shelby is about more than just finding her abductor. It's about challenging societal prejudices, demanding accountability from those in power, and ensuring that no other family has to endure the agony of unanswered questions and a justice system that often fails the most vulnerable members of society. Shelby Thornberg's case serves as a stark reminder of the often ignored dangers lurking beneath the veneer of glamour and exclusivity. The world of high-end escorting, while often romanticized, is fraught with risks, attracting predators who prey on vulnerability and exploit the desperation of those seeking a better life. Shelby's story sheds light on the systemic issues that contribute to the vulnerability of sex workers, from societal stigma and legal barriers to a lack of protection and support from law enforcement. The allure of fast money and a glamorous lifestyle can blind individuals to the very real dangers they face, particularly those from marginalized communities or with limited economic opportunities. Shelby's case highlights the need for greater awareness of the risks associated with the sex industry, not just for those directly involved, but for society as a whole. The case also underscores the urgent need for comprehensive legal reforms that protect sex workers from violence and exploitation, while providing them with access to resources and support systems. Despite the tragedy that shrouded her final days, Shelby Thornberg's life should be remembered for more than just her unsolved disappearance. She was a daughter, a sister, a friend, and a talented artist whose life was tragically cut short. Her infectious laughter, her compassionate spirit, and her unwavering determination left an enduring mark on those fortunate enough to have known her. Her legacy lives on through the countless lives she touched and the ongoing fight for justice in her name. The Shelby Thornberg Foundation, established in her honor, stands as a testament to her enduring spirit and a commitment to ensuring that her story serves as a catalyst for change. Through educational outreach programs, legal advocacy, and community support services, the Foundation strives to create a world where no one has to live in fear for simply trying to make a living. Shelby's memory serves as a reminder that behind every missing person's case, there is a human life filled with hopes, dreams, and unfulfilled potential. The unsolved disappearance of Shelby Thornberg serves as a chilling reminder of the systemic failures that often plague investigations involving marginalized communities, particularly those engaged in sex work. The case highlights the urgent need for a paradigm shift in how law enforcement approaches such cases, moving beyond prejudice and indifference toward empathy, understanding, and a commitment to seeking justice for all victims, regardless of their profession or lifestyle. The dehumanization of sex workers, often fueled by societal stigma and perpetuated by media portrayals, creates a dangerous environment where violence and exploitation can thrive with impunity. It's imperative that we challenge these harmful stereotypes and recognize the humanity of those involved in sex work, affording them the same rights, protections, and respect as any other citizen. Law enforcement agencies must prioritize training programs that educate officers on the complexities of the sex industry, fostering sensitivity and understanding while equipping them with the tools and knowledge necessary to conduct thorough and unbiased investigations. By shining a light on the systemic failures that allowed Shelby's case to go cold, we can strive to create a more just and equitable society for all.